And I would say, as I have expressed recently here on Words of Grace, that nothing happens without passing by the throne of God. And what I mean by that is that as the sovereign creator and ruler of the universe, for something to be, God must either cause it or permit/suffer it to exist or to be or to happen. I think that's the sense of the statement we read in Ephesians 1:11, that he worketh all things after the counsel of his own will. Not that fatalistic determinism is correct, far from it. God does no damage to the liberty of the creature. And also, fatalistic determinism is not correct because that would make God the author of sin, which is absolutely heresy. But God is in control so that he determines what will take place here in time. All things pass by his throne again, as it were. And to say otherwise would deny him as the Lord. To say that something happened and he could not have prevented it, or that it happened without him suffering it to be, well, it's wrong, but it also weakens and diminishes his lordship and his sovereignty. At the same time, we have to be very clear about God's uprightness, his moral character. God is not the author of sin. God does not solicit us with sin, as James said. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. The actual full point that James makes goes like this. Blessed is the man that endures temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord has promised to them that love him. And I would say about that, temptations can be good things in our lives because when we resist them, we grow in strength. When we fail and we give in to temptation, we're chastened, and chastening is also a good thing, providing opportunity for growth. Sin is always bad, mark my word, but there is always an opportunity to repent and humble ourselves after we sin and we repent when God chastens us and we see a better way to live. So temptations in our lives can be things from which we learn and grow. But James continues in verse 12, let no man say when he is tempted, I'm tempted of God, for God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. God cannot be tempted with evil, and the word tempt here means to solicit with sin. God is upright, he is immutable or unchanging, and so he cannot be tempted. It would be contrary to his nature to tempt us, in other words. Therefore, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. Let no man say when he is tempted, God has solicited me to do that which is evil or sinful. God does not tempt us to do that which is contrary to his word or sin. But every man, James says in verse 14, is tempted. Why then are we tempted? Well, when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then, when lust has conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. So nothing exists without God either causing or permitting it, but at the same time, God is, again, not the author of sin, nor is he pleased with it. In fact, quite the contrary, he will punish it.